What's up, Moto Fam? Today we are doing a review video of the Annitori Quickshifter that I just installed, and we're getting a new chain put on the bike. So yeah, we're gonna dive right into it, and first I want to talk about the Annitori Quickshifter. So Quickshifter is amazing. Definitely would recommend somebody using it for their Gixxer. I can't really say how it would work on any other bike because I'm using this on a Gixxer, but yeah, it's a great Quickshifter. Now the installation process, I did it myself, and I am not a mechanic by any means. I'm a marketing manager, so if that doesn't tell you how little I know about like mechanics on like mechanical work on bikes, like that should tell you. But it was pretty simple. I literally did it in less than 2 hours. I would have had it done within an hour, but when I originally put it all back together after hooking it up, I went to start the bike and it just kept going through the starting cycle, like it wouldn't actually fire up. And so I called Annitori, which is also the reason why I chose Annitori, because of their customer service being so raved about by everybody else. I called Annitori, they picked up on like the second or third phone ring and told them my situation, and they basically told me to just go back through all the wiring, make sure everything is properly hooked up and secured. But I went back through, made sure everything was hooked up, and I pushed a few pieces in, a few plugs in, you know, nice and firmly, put everything back together, and went to fire up the bike, and it started right up, and I haven't had a problem with it since. Now my bike is a 2023 GSXR-750. I have stock rear sets, okay? So, you know, these rear sets right here where I put my feet, they're stock, they're bone stock. So when you order the Quickshifter for your Gixxer, make sure that you get the 165mm rod. That is an important thing to remember. I don't have any issues with it. I know some Quickshifters have problems shifting from first to second. I've never had a problem shifting from first to second. It's a little bit lungy. I'll slow down and show you what it's like. All right, so first, boom, it kind of like lunges into it, but everything else is fairly smooth. You know what I'm saying? It's nice and smooth, so it's not that big of an issue. I'm gonna throw a couple of clips in here of me just using the Quickshifter, and then we'll get to going to get the chain for the bike, because I need a new chain very bad. That was a complete misshift. So one thing I'll say too is when you're shifting, you have to be incredibly deliberate. I was not deliberate, I was whimsical right there. We've made it to cycle gear, and now we're gonna go get a chain, because I need a chain, man. Alright, let's see here. What is this? It looks cool. I went with this chain. I hope it's gonna do good. I hope it lasts at least. That's my biggest desire here. Now time to go take it to motorcycle pit stop in Lawrenceville, which I'm already in Lawrenceville. But yeah, have him put it on and we'll be good to go. I try not to film inside cycle gear unless I have like permission and like people are cool with it, because not all the time do people want to be on video, and I totally get it. Anyway, I got Pops and Bangs tune on the bike that More Mafia put on when he tuned the ECU. It's an option you can request, and I put it on because I was like, oh, I've never had one of these before on any vehicle that I've owned. I wonder what it's like. Let me just say that it's amazing, but it's also very obnoxious. And I mean, that's what it's for. You know, don't get me wrong. See, that first to second is a little bit rough sometimes, depending on what RPM range you're at. But anyway, Pops and Bangston is amazing, but it does get obnoxious. Look at that, there's just two fingertips right here. Controlling the bike and the throttle all at the same time. I mean, you know, Do you know how to ride? Do you know how to ride? Fingertips, baby. Literally 2 fingertips right there. 2 fingertips right here. You know what I'm saying? If you can't fingertip the bike, make it turn, make it go, well, you ain't Ricky Bobby, you son of a bitch. I messed up. I got the wrong chain. We went all the way back to Cycle Gear. We got the right chain. I needed a 525. I freaking got a 520, but you know, we're on the right track now.
Anyways, buddy.
All right, dude. Thanks for all your help, man.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, we got a new chain on the bike. It feels a lot better. I gotta admit, I really messed up, guys. I should not have let my other chain get so bad. When I say that it had some serious kinks and tight spots to it, it was pretty bad. I mean, I would literally pull off from first gear, and this is when I embarrass myself here as a motorcycle guy. I would pull off from first gear and you could hear that thing just crack, 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 trying to unkink itself. That's how bad it was. But hey, look, we've been proactive. We got a new chain on. We're good to go. Over here swinging the bike on cold tires. Almost just did something stupid. So this is what the new chain, you can barely see it, but yeah, about like that. See my quick shifter right there. But yeah, chain looks good, it feels good. I wanted a gold chain. That was what I really wanted, but they didn't have a gold chain in my size. Next one I'm just gonna order, make sure it's gold. There were 2 mechanical ways that I knew that I needed a new chain, okay? So number 1 is when I was like rolling, I could feel the chain kind of like binding, right? So if I would come up from a stop and I would start going, you would almost hear the chain kind of going like crick, 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 and it's kind of like trying to unkink itself because it was just old and worn out. And then the second way that I knew I needed a new chain is because while I was like running down the road on the bike and I'm just at like a consistent idle, the bike was like lurching forward. So like as I'm going down, the bike's lurching forward just here and there, almost feels as though it's like kind of like chopping in and out of gear, essentially, like a very minute version of like your clutch slipping, but it was like a little bit more consistent, and I knew it was the chain. And again too, like, this is my bad. I should not have let my chain get to such a level of being so bad. Like, that's 100% my fault. But yeah, I just figured I'd let you guys know what I was dealing with. That way, if you're dealing with it, you know to get a new chain. That was freaking hilarious. Oh, that was so funny.